Hey guys, King Cow here. Today we are going to talk about hiding at a skull fort. Couple basic rules. Most of the time, you're going to be hiding in one of three places. You're going to be hiding inside a tower. You're going to be hiding on a rowboat in the middle of the ocean that you've, picked up and used to row to this area. Or you're going to be hiding on some of them on the actual island itself. Just FYI, this is not on every single one. The issue there is that the skeletons spawn and they'll attack you on the island. So not exactly the easiest place to hide. But it is doable on some forts. I believe in this one you can actually hide down there. And this is, what's this? I want to say, I can't think of, Lost Gold. That's what I thought. Okay, so Lost Gold Fort. I may do a series where I go to every single fort, but that's a good spot to hide there sometimes. And then into the tower, let's take a look. This is going to be where to sneak and also where to look when you're doing a fort. You know, you don't want to get somebody over here to steal your stuff, so this is how you find them if you need to. Okay, so a couple rules. During a fort, this tower will have skeletons in it, so you want to kill the skeletons, right? And anytime a new ship spawns in or comes into the vicinity of the fort, the skeletons will spawn again, and so you got to clear them out. One thing that's kind of dangerous is that so if that blows up, no matter where you are on here, you're going to get toasted, right? So a lot of people will take this and throw it off the edge. However, the counterpoint to that is that now anybody out there, doing the fort and stuff, looks over here and they see this lone barrel in the middle of the water. They're like, why is that there? That's kind of a sign that somebody might be in the tower. So make sure that you dispose of it quietly and in a way that makes sense, right? So from here, obviously, you can do all kinds of different hides. You got your standard hides. So this is a good hide if you just want visibility, so you can see what they're doing, watch them do the fight, all that kind of stuff. Because you might be in for 30, 45 minutes, depending on the crew skill level, right? There's also the cannon tuck. I'm sorry. And so you get into the cannon. This actually is not a good spot for a cannon tuck. Can we get through? So technically, this is an okay spot for a cannon tuck. However, right when they show up. So here, let me just show you. So right when they pop up right here, they have this, but if they just move like that, they'd see in that cannon tuck. So what people normally do is they do the outside, the wall tuck. So go onto the outside of the wall, tuck against it. GG, somebody coming up, they're not going to see it. Really, only somebody who knows this spot exists is going to see it, or, if they get lucky, they'll see it there. However, you can move a little bit more out to the edge so you're floating. Almost there. We can try one more time. People fall on this a lot. It kind of does give up your position, but look at that. Now we're floating. Somebody goes over to where that boat is, they might just see your butt. They won't even know. So the things with this is that it's so easy to tell when somebody's tucking up here is because you can throw fire bombs or blunder bombs, and you're gonna get like hit markers. If you throw fire, you're gonna catch them on fire, all that kind of stuff. You'll see their name. So I tend to use the rowboat and just hide out at sea, right? Just out of range so that they don't see the boat spawning. You don't want to get too close because they will see a rowboat just bouncing up and down, and they'll go, what the hell? Why is there a rowboat out there? And they'll investigate, and you're caught, and it's all for naught. But I like to do that, and I also I like to do it on the so I have a nice pathway to the boat. Reasons for that, I want to make sure that I can get a chance to do a steal. You know, so like if I see the skull in the sky has died above the fort, I can take my rowboat up, you know, do a little sneaky play, wait for him to load a couple items onto the boat, jump onto the boat, grab the items, throw them onto my boat or my rowboat, and get the hell out of there. Or I do the keg play, wait till they bring a keg on board, blow that puppy up, sink them, load up all the loot onto my rowboat, take the rowboat to the nearest outpost, and sell all the loot. That's kind of how we like to play it nowadays. But back in the day, that's what this is basically all you had was this is the classic tuck is this. You could also, if you make it to here and a ship is fighting, you can also tuck on the ship. You know, they're busy fighting, right? So that's your opportunity to tuck on the ship. The main thing you want to look out for is don't go between the ship and the land. Go on the other side. Because if you go between the ship and the land, there's an opportunity for them to catch you because they're on their way back to reload or whatever the case may be. As somebody doing the fort, you want to keep your loot. How do you make sure that people don't steal your stuff? You know, you could shoot a cannon at them if you were in the right direction, which, quick adjustment, because I watched my last video about bringing up my anchor and not sitting there anchored. Now I can move my boat. I have all the mobility I want. And bam. I would get a hit marker if there was anybody in there. You know, also, I have the chance of blowing up the explosive barrel. Nope, not going to happen on this side. Do I have a... I do. Let's go see if I can blow up that explosive barrel. So, another way is just throwing bombs at the tower from below. You know, that way you don't have to go up there, because, you know, there might be multiple people up there, and this is going to hurt you, right? So the reason why people get rid of the explosive barrel is because of that. If somebody throws anything up there, you just killed them all in one shot. So that's why you do that. You know, other things you can do is just throw fire. Fire will catch them on fire so they can't hide. You know, and that's another telltale sign that somebody's up there. Always check the towers, please. I mean, obviously, I don't want you to, because I'm probably sneaking in those towers if I'm on your server. But, you know, you guys are watching me for a reason. I'm giving you these tips. Check the towers. You know, if you're doing stuff. If you see a rowboat on the bottom of a tower, please investigate the tower. They don't naturally spawn there, but people leave them there all the time because they're tucked inside the tower. Oh, you would be surprised how many times, you know, it's just sitting there. And then it's a perfect getaway vehicle for them, right? They can sink you and still get away with the loot. So, that's my sneaking on a fort video. And catching people on a fort. So hopefully that helps you guys out. And if it does, you know, tell me below about your favorite sneaks, best steals, all that kind of good stuff. I love talking to you guys. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good night.